Now, our last question this week is about Lightroom, and it comes from Celestino, who says, what are Lightroom presets and how do they work, and are they useful? So, Lightroom presets are like filters in Instagram. What that means is you take your photo and you click a button, and a preset edit is applied to your photo, and it makes the photo look a certain way based on the settings. Now, in Lightroom, a preset is actually just a saved series of settings that have been made to a previous picture. So when you're editing in Lightroom and you're using the develop module, you have all of your development options, your exposure, your shadows and highlights, your colors, your curves, your sharpness, your local adjustments. Anything that you do can actually be saved as a preset. It's just saving a bunch of changes that you would make in Lightroom into a preset option that you can click and have all of those changes applied to a single photo immediately, or to a bunch of photos if you have a bunch of photos and you want to apply that set of changes to all of them at once. Now, as to whether or not they're useful, there's booming business in selling Lightroom presets. I personally have never really found them to be terribly useful in the sense that they're being sold, which is to allow you to take your photo and Instagram it in a way, and basically one-click edit, and boom, you're done. Your picture looks beautiful, and it gives you this grungy look or maybe this dreamy look or whatever the look is that you're looking for. I personally don't really care for those types of presets. Some people love them, and that's fine, but they just don't do anything for me. Where I find presets to be useful is if I find myself continuously making the same sorts of adjustments to all of my pictures all of the time, I turn that into a preset. Because then, instead of doing the standard adjustments that I normally do, let's just say, for example, to every photo I edit pretty much, I do a +1 exposure adjustment, and then I take my contrast to around +20, and then I take my saturation to about +10, and I take my sharpening up to about 55. Well, if I consistently do that to every single photo, I might as well make a preset and have that preset one-click adjustment available to me instead of me having to take the minute or two that it takes to make that individual set of adjustments to each and every photo. So that's where presets are useful. But here's the thing. Presets are not a one-click and done option. Because every single photo is different, presets should always be a starting point, and you should still go to the photo, look at it, and make any additional adjustments that you need to make to realize your vision of that photo. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's Q&A. It was a bit of a longer one, but we had some really good questions. I wanted to give you the answers. If you have questions for me that you want answered, leave them down in the comments. And then do me a favor, would you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you really like this video, maybe share it with your friends. But the most important thing you need to do is get out there and take some damn photos. I'll see you guys next week.